Final project of Introduction to Container, Docker, Kubernetes, and OpenShift. It looks like this. This is the project that we're trying to cover. This is the final project, and there is a lot of hands-on lab that is important in week 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. All right. Let's see if it is opened. Yes, it is opened. So I think if you were gone this far, all of this is just a clone of something, and then go to making a directory here and then see what's inside. Since I already started with something, that's why I cloned a new file inside of the things that's not supposed to be there. Alright, so here was this hint. That means we needed to alter one of the file. The Docker was a big D, so I download one of the file that was there because I already made modifications and I couldn't get back to it. So if you open it, so here it's something I downloaded again, and the actual folder I'm working in is supposed to be this v1 and this v2. But yeah, so you have a file that looks like this, right? And you have to follow up with here in the, I think it's in the building or running container image, and you will learn how to figure out all of this. And I have it open, so I will not gonna write it somewhere. I'm going to so you can see these are the part that you need to write, for example, expose and everything. Yeah. So after here, we're good. And I'm gonna pull this file outside of guestbook. There we go. Alright, so you can see the same Docker file. Just ignore these two folders. You can see that this is what I needed. And now it takes me a really long time to figure out what is going on here. But it turns out to be that you just need to change this, and then you can execute the next. We're here, and we have the correct Docker file, which I already modified everything here. And here we go, next step. And this is supposed to be correct, because I already run this many times to record the video. So yeah, and it will take like 2 minutes to run on your PC if it's the first time. And yes, so see, there's a possibility that is still persistent. In such case, you will see a layer that says already exists. Instead of push message above output, we recommend you proceed with the next step of the lab. So as you can see, if I check what is here, I would find out many more other made by an account called SN Labs Assets, and actually only the first one is my namespace. Yeah, so that means it succeeded, and here you should take this screenshot, which you'll be using it. And now they ask you to open the deployment So you have to put your name, which shows there, in this place. SN Labs. Yes. So everything else will be fine. There's only difference I notice is this replica, and I don't have anything here. All right. I already done this step. I already changed this. So here the next step would be using the Kubernetes CTO to run. So it says now the guestbook is created, and then I just give it a portal to run. So current is, if I launch my application 3000, my bad, it was a mistake. Yes, here we go. I didn't know what's wrong because I just copy paste everything. So it didn't run on this one. It says the pod is not running. Now it's forwarding from here. It's supposed to run, and you click launch application and you put the application port at 3000. Here we go. Now we will have the guestbook V1. Great. And try to remember this website, and because we will use it in the next step. All right. So what it says was, trial the guestbook by putting field entries. First of all, you should see them appear above in the input box after you hit submit. Brian and Bruno and Carlos and Fabio. So yeah, it will show up here. So it works out. It works perfect. Now we're going to the last question. And we're going to get the version 2. Please update the header in index. It is in public. It is here. Assume that everybody can read this thing already, especially just we two. Header like your name and V2. All right. We finished adding. Reconnected with step 3. Some of the steps was the Docker push step. So now if I run it again, it will work.